continue this hearing on the extrajudicial killings that took place on a massive and wide scale during the war on drugs of the last administration. In the last hearing, we listened to the testimonies of some of the victims' families, the testimonies of Kerwin Espinosa, whose father was killed inside the provincial detention facility in Baybay, Leyte, during the serving of a search warrant, and the testimonies of those police officers who served the warrant. Today, we shall hear the testimonies of the jail guards who were on duty at that time. We hope to find out the circumstances from their perspective, given the conflicting versions of the resource persons who testified previously. We also heard the testimony of former PNP Colonel Royina Garma. In her affidavit and testimony, she admitted that the extrajudicial killings were conceptualized based on the Davao model or template, a system that has been in operation in Davao City the whole time that former President Rodrigo Duterte served as the mayor. In the alleged template, for every drug personality killed, a monetary reward is given to the killer. Colonel Garma pointed to former Davao City Police Chief, now Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, as the implementer of the Davao City war on drugs when Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte became president. She then revealed that former colleague Colonel Edilberto Leonardo was the one chosen by the former president to head the nationwide implementation of the war on drugs, together with then PNP Chief Ronald Bato de la Rosa and then Special Assistant to the President Christoph, and the figures of the bloody war on drugs. By official police records, thousands upon thousands lost their lives due to the wrong manner and excessive use of force and the abuses committed by those who implemented Oplan Tokhang and Oplan Double Barrel. The reward is simply too tempting to let pass, resulting to the gruesome and systematic massacre of people whose names were included in the so-called narco list, either before they were killed or added later on to justify their killings. From the testimonies of both sides of the killing fields, we established that indeed extrajudicial killings was an indispensable part of the war on drugs, encouraged as it was by the leadership that emboldened the perpetrators to carry out with the promise of great reward, which was indeed and in fact delivered. Hindi po gawa-gawa ng Quadcom ang mga nasabing bagay na ito. Ito po ay napatunayang totoong nangyari noong mga panahong yon. Marami pa po ang mga dumarating at nagsasalaysay ng kanilang mga malagim na karanasan. Sina Colonel Garma, Colonel Mendoza, Colonel Padilla ay kusang loob na nagsalaysay ng kanilang nalalaman ukol sa mga karahasang ito na hindi naman sana kailangan gawin kung may paggalang lamang tayo sa buhay ng tao, sa mga karapatang pantao at may takot sa Diyos. Ang akala natin noon ay ilan lamang ang mga biktima at lahat sila ay nanlaban kung kaya't sinapit ang kanilang katapusan sa kamay ng batas. Ngayon lamang po natin nalaman na hindi pala ganoon ang totoong pangyayari. Sa pamamagitan ng mga pamilya ng mga biktima at sa pag-amin na din ng mga dating inatasan na magpatupad nito, ating naliwanagan ang katotohanan. Sa ganitong kadahilanan, tungkulin ng Kongresong ito, ng buong gobyerno, ng lahat ng ahensya at nating lahat na magtulungan upang siguruhin na mabigyan ng tamang hustisya ang bayan at ang biktima at magbalangkas ng mga hakbang upang tiyakin na hindi na mangyayari pang muli ang mga ito sa ating kasaysayan. Titiyakin natin na sa ating poder dito sa Kongreso ay may mga isusulong tayong panukala upang mabantayan palalo ang ating mga karapatan. Sa tiwala ninyong lahat sa Quadcom, kami ay nagpapasalamat at nangangakong hindi dito magtatapos ang lahat. Umpisa pa lamang po ito ng pagkamit ng hustisya para sa bayan. Magandang umaga at maraming salamat po.